If you don't know me, I'm Misty Dorman, mompreneur and cookie dough sneaker. Do you sneak awesome snacks after your kids go to bed? Because I do. Anyway, and it's my passion to help network marketers and other entrepreneurs discover systems, tools, and strategies to get super productive, working their business smarter instead of harder. So anyway, I wanted to come on today and just show you real quick what I'm doing to keep myself more consistent with my own posting strategies, because I'm terrible at it. Like, just being 100% transparent here, I'm really bad at being consistent with my posting. And I think the reason is because I always have some other thing that I'm working on that seems to be eating up so much of my time that then, like, it gets to the end of the day and I'm like, dang it, I didn't post, right? And even though I'm starting to put some other really great systems in place to help me remember all of those daily tasks that I need to do, I feel like it's better to maximize my time by sort of like bulk creating content when I'm able to, and having that just kind of like blast out on a schedule and loop itself, so that if I don't get anything more added into the loop before it starts again, it's okay, right? Because there's always going to be new people following me who haven't seen the stuff I posted 1, 2, 3 months ago, whatever that may be. And so I want you to also first just like give yourself permission to, forgive yourself if you're not posting all the time. It's okay. And, set yourself up with a system so that you can really like keep those posts going. And the reason is because Facebook algorithms like for you to be consistent. So, there may be something to Facebook preferring you to post manually. And you can actually go out and pre-schedule posts to your Facebook business page or your group, that kind of thing. But if you're not going to be consistent with getting enough stuff out there, the looping piece is really what's so important. And even when you have post looping like I do, you can still go out and post some value on the fly like I'm doing right now, or even schedule it, whatever. But like manually post something to give your algorithms another boost. So anyway, I'm not going to dive hard into what exactly my setup is in here. I may do that at a later time, or I might even like just create some kind of little mini course to really get in there hard and show you exactly how I have everything set up and what's working for me. But I do want to show you just some of the features of this program that I'm using. Now, if you go out to mistydorman.com/SmarterQueue, I'll type that in the comments here so we have that. You will get 30 days free to just try out this program and see if it's for you. If it's not, no big deal, right? But just go play with it and see how you like it. All right, so I've got that in the comments now, so you can just click easily and go find it. If you want to follow along with me a little bit, you can, but don't worry about it. I'm just going to show you a couple of the features that I'm enjoying. Let's see, where shall we start? So right now I'm looking at my queue, my SmarterQueue queue. So these are like all of the posts that I've created that are just out there kind of looping. And actually, if I show you, let's go over to the posting plan. I want to show you how cool this is. So this actually allows me to be present on other platforms that I'm not focused on. So like I've got posts going out to Twitter on a pretty regular basis, and I'm not at all focused on Twitter right now. Like, honestly, it's really important to focus on one platform at a time and just really get your strategies going there and get your momentum going there. And then, you can spread out later. especially if you get to the point where you're like hiring assistants and that kind of thing. But I really want to encourage you to just pick one thing to focus on the majority of your time. But this does allow me to post on Twitter and even LinkedIn. And I'm like hardly ever log into those platforms, but it gives me a presence there. So if somebody goes looking for me out there, or if I've got, people on my friends list out there, they might see my stuff in their feed, which is kind of cool. So anyway, I'm not going to, like I said, I'm not going to dive into exactly how I have mine set up, and I'm still kind of playing around with it, right, to see what the best strategy is. But this is sort of the schedule. So like every morning in my Facebook group, I've got a daily post that I do to just encourage engagement or give somebody sort of like a topic to focus on that day, like Follow Up Friday, that kind of thing. And you know what? I'm inconsistent sometimes, and I don't want to forget to post that. And I definitely am not going to be manually posting that at 7 a.m. My time, which is right now Pacific. I'm in Arizona, so sometimes I'm Mountain Time, sometimes Pacific. I want people to be able to expect those posts every single day. And so having that pre-scheduled and just like off of my mental plate is awesome. And then I've got other just kind of post categories that I'm doing, questions and engagement, tips, value. I've even got some about like health, finance, sort of like non-business, non-home business stuff that may be helpful to my audience, because my theme is life ninjas. I want to teach everyone how to be more awesome at doing life, and so sometimes that's not all business talk, right? Got some other ones scheduled, but as you can see, I'm posting pretty regularly throughout the day, like at least 3 times a day to somewhere. And that's hands off for me, because over in this queue, I've got a whole list of content that is just looping through. And I could not be more happy about that. Like, I can't tell you how much time it's saving me. And as I get new ideas of things to post and I'm ready to like create that content, I just add it out here, right? I don't have anything pulled up that I'm ready to create, but I'd want to show you what happens when you add a post. And there's so many other features. You can go find content. It'll let you go do search for like top content that's out there on different topics. I used to use another website for that. Oh, why can't I think of what it's called now? But anyway, this is just built into SmarterQueue, which is awesome. Anyway, I'm just going to hit add a post. You can just kind of see what that looks like. And the first thing that you do is select what category it goes into. So like my dailies are all these black ones, so it's not going to be a daily because those are already all created. Let's say it's a quote image. And what you do then is you select, so I've got it selected right now that my quote images only go to my Facebook business page and Twitter. They don't go into my group right now, but they post into Facebook and Twitter on whatever schedule I have that set up. And I would just type in whatever tips or inspiration I want to type in here. And then if it's kind of like, let's say, too long for Twitter, or I want to go add my hashtags, I can go in and edit the Twitter one, or I can edit this one to just make them a little bit different if I'd like. And usually I will select multi-image post. I would like find a quote image to add here. And then down here, you want to keep this selected, requeue after posting. So that means it's going to cycle through every quote image post that I've ever added to SmarterQueue, and it's going to run them through a loop. So like say it's got quote 1, quote 2, quote 3, all the way up to like quote 27 or whatever it is. And then when it runs out of quotes, it's going to cycle back to quote number 1. And then when I go to save that, I can either add the new one to the bottom of the queue, meaning like when it, when it runs out of quotes, or I can add it to the top of the queue, which I really like, because that can be the next quote. So it's like the most fresh thing that's never been looped before, right? So I'm going to want to post that next, probably in that instance. Something else kind of cool that you can do is, if you don't have an image that you have already created or found or whatever, you can go out and search for an image. You can even do a GIF. You can do search for an image. It's going to pull in images from Pixabay. So let's say I want like a desktop. I don't know. Let's see what happens here. And, you know, you can like find one that inspires you or that goes along with your content. And you got an instant image right there that you can attach to your post, like lightning fast. You don't have to go and do anything with it, which is super cool. Search for a GIF. So if you want to do, I don't know, whatever you want to do, just find a GIF and it'll put that right into your post, which is super awesome. And I mean, that is the gist of what I wanted to show you today. So I'm going to go ahead and post this because it's getting a little long, but I want to encourage you to just go get out there. Like if you are having trouble with either consistency, like I was, or time, like it's taking you too much time to create posts every day. And if you're posting to, like, SmarterQueue isn't going to post to your personal wall, but what it can do is, you know, loop those posts to your Facebook page, your Facebook group, your Twitter, your it can do Pinterest, I believe, but I'm not using it for that. It also can do Instagram, but as of today, and this will probably change in the future, as of today, it can't auto post to Instagram. So what that means is that it's going to send you a notification to your phone, like, hey, you scheduled this post to go out at, you know, 7:52 a.m. Here's your notification. You need to like click something to force it through. Highly recommend just going out to SmarterQueue and try it out. Even if you don't do it for like the bulk of your posts, if you have dailies that you post into a Facebook group, or you have, you know, certain tips, like maybe you've posted dozens and dozens of tips because, you know, we're teaching you to go out and create value, right? So you may have tons of posts that you've created that you know, and maybe you've just posted them on your personal wall, because we do teach to start there. But maybe you're like ready to start doing stuff on a business page as well. You could go back and search through all that stuff you posted on your personal wall and get it into SmarterQueue and just have it looping to your Facebook page, even though you may or may not be ready to like focus on a Facebook page. It just gives you that presence. So anyway, go play around with it. You get 30 days and yeah, that's it. If you do get in and start playing around with it, you know, let me know. I'm really curious, and I'd like to keep the conversation going about this. Like, let me know how you decide to use it, what's working. Hey, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video and you want to hear more from me again, be sure to hit that subscribe button before you go. See you next time, Ninja.